Hello and welcome to Tyrock 1999, the master of retro and modern day classic Let's Plays. Are you ready to watch a professional dodge some rockets? Are you ready to sit back and enjoy my favorite cutscene in the entire game? We'll sharpen those knives, load those guns, and let's get into some more Resident Evil 4.
Hunnigan, what happened? The transmission got cut off. Salazar, how'd you...
We've jacked the line. We didn't want you telling everyone any unnecessary information.
Where's Ashley?
Ah, so she fell into one of our wonderful traps. We'll make sure we find her. Don't you worry about her. Oh yes, I let our miserable insects out for some exercise down in the sewer.
Thanks. That should keep me company, 'cause boredom kills me.
I look forward to our next encounter. In another life.
In another life. Alright, so we have some sewer ahead of us, but before that, we got some treasure. I think it's got to make that money. We got lots of upgrades. Lots of upgrades to buy. Notice the sparkly eyeball in the statue? Shoot it down and get your hot little spinel. Anything else around here? So this door leads to a shooting gallery minigame that is the opposite of fun. And I most likely am not going to do it in this playthrough. If I really, really need money, maybe I'll do one or two. But I've done it so many times on so many different consoles. I am sick of that shooting mini game. I absolutely hate it. Okay. We got our stuff. Let's go in the sewer. So Salazar said miserable insects, and he wasn't joking. These creatures are really annoying to fight. They're called Novistadors, I think. How about this ambiance though? That's freaky. You know, we haven't seen what they look like yet. All the water's pouring down from the ceiling. Really nice looking film grain effect. It's really easy to see in this part. So cool. You know, I think the water looks really cool in this game. I don't know, there's just something about it. I just like it. Okay, so if we look ahead of ourselves, you'll see that there's some smoke. And my laser sight is picking up a monster. That is the insect enemy, the Novistador. They cloak themselves until they get close enough to attack you. But when you're used to it, you can kind of spot them where they're at and give them a sniper shot. Unfortunately, I won't be able to do that with all of them, because there are a ton and they do force you to actually get into regular combat with them. But I'm going to snipe as many as I possibly can, I'll tell you that. Seriously, make it easy on yourself. These things are so annoying. They're freaky though, so mission accomplished as far as that goes, Capcom. You know, I do dislike fighting them, and that's the idea. So if you notice, they dropped what's called... They dropped green... Do they call them eyes? Green, red, and blue eyes, I think they're called. Yeah, green eye and red eye, and I'll eventually hopefully get a blue one. And you can use these to combine with the treasure. And they're pretty valuable. Oh, I'm not going to be able to get an angle, unfortunately. So, time for the shotgun. The Novistador, they do a great deal of damage. So, you have to take them very seriously. It's cool how they move, isn't it? You'll see more, but how they like kind of like hop across the ground. Come on. So if they get within range, sometimes they will do a leaping attack, and if you hit the X button on Xbox or the square button on PlayStation, Leon will give them a roundhouse kick that looks really cool, and you'll be able to avoid damage. See, they're fast. Really dangerous enemies. What a cool design, though. Their ribcage is exposed. Yeah, they're freaky. The music is perfect for this, too. It just kind of makes my skin crawl. What do we got here? Incendiary. This is exactly where I want to be when one of them is crawling up on me. You know, force it to bottleneck in the doorway and make it so it can't come at me from the ceiling because of the bars. And the pistol will knock them down from the ceiling sometimes, as I demonstrated there. Come on, you. Still alive? I like to do the shotgun pistol combo when they're at that far of range. It's kind of a waste of shotgun shells to shoot at them with your shotgun when they're that far away. It reduces your damage greatly. Really, what I should have done was, after knocking them over with the shotgun, do a quick shot with the sniper rifle and just finish him off. It looks like he was alive until just recently. Judging by the wound, it was a quick death. Well, could have been worse, I guess. The door's too rusted, and it won't budge. Hear the water coming down? It's another great area. Luis's memo. There are some parasites that have the ability to control their hosts. It's basic knowledge among biologists, but not much is known as to how the parasites do it. Studying these parasites specifically might reveal some clues as to how the powers of the Las Plagas work, and perhaps provide more insight on the victims of the Las Plagas, the Los Ganados. Here is a list of some parasites that have the ability to manipulate the behavioral patterns of their host. Dicrocolium. Once the larvae of this parasite migrates to the ant's esophagus, it alters the behavior of the ant. When the temperature drops in the evening, the infected ant climbs to the top of a plant and clamps onto a leaf using its mandible. It stays there immobile until the next morning, placing the ant where it's most vulnerable to be eaten by a browsing herbivore such as a sheep. One could conclude that the parasite is manipulating the host's behavior to make its way into the body of its definitive host. Galactosomum. The larvae of this parasite makes its home inside the brain of a fish, such as a yellowtail and the parrot bass. Once infected, the fish make their way up to the water surface where they'll swim until eaten by seabirds. Once again, this peculiar behavior can only be explained by the parasite's desire to get into the bodies of the seabirds. Leucochloridium. The parasite's sporocysts develop in the snail's tentacles. The sporocysts are vivid in color and pulsate continually, somewhat like a worm. Surprisingly, the infected snail makes its way to the top of a plant where it is more visible to the eyes of birds, therefore more likely to be eaten. Once eaten by a bird, the parasite will complete its metamorphosis into an adult. Okay, so Luis was doing some interesting research. Pretty odd things he was studying. Alright, so that's where we just were, and it's kind of hard to tell from this angle, but that's filled with water and we need to go down there. Luckily, we have a drainage valve. Today's episode brought to you by Watermelon Monster. The butterfly lamp. So this is the item that we put those eyes into. Hopefully I get a blue one soon. Okay. So you can walk forward and get ambushed. Or you can use your sniper rifle and look up. There's an Ovistador. Did I kill it? I didn't. Ooh, he's a tough one. Man, he took 3 shots. Wow. That guy was tough. Shotgun, I don't want to get hit. He's pretty weak. I bet you the pistol will finish him. Red eye, green eye. We'll get that blue, don't worry. This environment is just so cool. I can't help but just kind of walk through it and just take in the sights. That's the kick move. Up. Oh, choke. Oh, double choke. Let's reload the sniper rifle. I was going to try to empty it and get ready for the next magazine upgrade, but it's not a big deal. I have the rest of the game to upgrade its magazine. Okay. We are going to get bum rushed by some bugs. And I think I'm going to run through that doorway so I can choke point them. And also make more effective use of my shotgun shells, hopefully get more than one per blast. Ooh, he's a tough one. The other one's not even going to come down, and I'm totally cool with that. Let's make our way out of here. Effective use of the geometry. And when this game tries to get the upper hand on you, see what you can utilize in the environment. How cool is this? Something straight out of an Indiana Jones movie. Or a medieval dark fantasy game. This game predates Dark Souls, obviously, but like this feels like... Well, I mean... I was gonna say this feels like Sen's Fortress. I mean... Okay. Alright, before I go through this door, this next area, we have an opportunity to make a really nice chunk of money, and what you need is a grenade, preferably a frag. And if you have that, you're gonna have a good chance of taking out all the enemies in the next room. I'll demonstrate. So let's go ahead and get our frag ready. Wow, I'm getting low on ammo. A lot of cult members with some grotesque sacrifice. The red guy's the key, but we want to get them all if we can, because I want that money. Toss the frag. The black guys are dead. Oop. Red guy's not dead yet. But the head pop, flashbang, all good. A couple different ways to tackle that. I could have sniped him. But the key is, once they're aware of your presence, you need to work fast because they'll run away. And you don't want to miss getting the Illuminato's pendant, which is very, very valuable, and then all the spindles too. But before we continue our way, first of all, let's take a look at this sacrifice. What the heck's going on? Some ceremonial sword? That is just crazy. How cool. Creepy. Okay, anyway, before we continue on our way, I want to climb back up because we have some more treasure to get. And you'll recognize where we are in a moment. Keep mashing the X button, you'll jump right across with perfect timing so you don't fall. There's the merchant. But we have one more jump to make. Keep mashing the X button or the square button if you're on PlayStation. I really wish I could set the button prompts to either be Xbox style or PlayStation style, because I'm a PlayStation guy. I'm using a PlayStation controller while playing this, and it's sometimes a little confusing. Not for those button prompts, because it's always the same button, but for the quick time events during boss battles and such.
Welcome.
Alright, what you got for me, bud? Any upgrades?
Got some rare
I just
things.
talked to
What
him,
are you
so...
buying?
Ooh! I'm
Is
impressed.
that all?
Pump that firing speed.
Thank you. Is that all?
We'll come back and get capacity. We've almost got this gun fully upgraded, so we'll be able to do the exclusive and pump its firepower up. Very good.
What are you selling? Is that Thank you.
I don't think I need 5 incendiary grenades, but I am kind of low on ammo. You know, let's sell 2 of
Is
them.
that all? Thank you. Is that
Cool.
Come back, Eddie.
Anytime.
Time.
Oh, how about that reload speed? The animation still looks good. It doesn't look weird. It just looks like Leon is really, really good at loading the Mauser. His work with the stripper clips is to be commended. Really nice looking room. Check out that fancy wallpaper. Castellan memo. That's what Salazar is, the little guy. For many years, the Salazar family has served as the castellans at this castle. However, not everything is bright, for my ancestry has a dark past. Long ago, there once was a religious group that had deep roots in this region, called the Los Illuminados. Unjustly, however, the first castellan of the castle took away their rights and powers. As a follower of this religion, and as the 8th castellan, I feel that it was my duty, as well as my responsibility, to atone for that sin. I knew the best way to atone for the sin was to give power back to those who we once took it away from, the Los Illuminados. As expected, it took a little time, but we were able to rejuvenate the once sealed Las Plagas. With this success, I was one step closer to the reveal of the Los Illuminados. The reason why I released the Las Plagas from deep under the castle and gave them to Lord Sadler was not only to repay for the sins of my ancestors, but I felt certain that the Lord would have made better use of this power to help save the world. To save those that have sinned with the power of the Las Plagas, and to cleanse their souls, creating a world without sinners. The way it was meant to be. Once cleansed, they would become one of the many Ganados, where they will find their reason to live. And after the Lord has succeeded in creating the world in which he has envisioned, then the sins of my Salazar family will be atoned for. So Salazar is utterly devoted to Sadler. Two crossbow guys, some mace guys down here. So I'm going to try to stay within cover and avoid shots from the crossbow guys. Oh! And do so unsuccessfully. Here's what I should have done instead, so you don't make the same mistake I did. I should have dodged back and forth and killed the crossbow guys before moving forward and killing the mace guys. Don't make my same mistake. Oh, that was cool, shooting through that glass. Oh! Oof. Their chants are freaking creepy, I love it. So we got another guy in the back. He's wearing a helmet, so I gotta make body shots, and actually, oh! The red guy moved. I was gonna try to tag the red guy. Hopefully, I'm gonna be fast enough to kill the red guy. If not, it's not a big deal because it's more common to not kill him in time, and you'll see what happens. It's actually pretty cool what happens. Okay, looking good. It's an odd pedestal, huh? Come on, dude. More awesome looking wallpaper, look at that. He's awfully passive. Anything in here? Looks like no. How about here? Nope. Nice looking trophy. Right in the neck. Up. Oh, why do I even try? My sniping skills are not on point this episode. See, their mace is clipping through the wall. Probably shouldn't have aggroed them like I did. Oh well. I wonder if I can blow them up through the wall. Huh. Now he's running. Come on, come on, come on, come on, come on. Ow! Hopefully I can avoid this mace hit. Woo! Alright. Okay, so I still have a chance to kill the red guy. Try to get all this money. So the game expects you to chase the red guy through this door. And he'll run all the way down here. And then get in to something on this pedestal. But I'm going to go the opposite direction. I'm going to go through this door. And confuse him. Hopefully take him out. It's like, whoa, I wasn't expecting that. No, you weren't. No, you weren't. And he has a lot of health, as you can see. Oh, that suplex, that felt good. He has a lot of health because Capcom, they don't want you to kill him before he can finally run away, because when he... Oh, forgot about the shield guy. Oh my gosh. When he jumps onto that pedestal, guess what? He, the pedestal lowers into the ground, and then he comes back up on a Gatling gun and starts spitting rounds at you, and you have to use the pillars for cover and take him out. Which is pretty cool in its own way, but I wanted to show you that you can confuse him, head him off at the pass, and take him out so you don't have to deal with a Gatling gun. Alright, how's our weapons? Everything's fully loaded except for the shotgun, which is no biggie. I gotta use these grenades. I'm so used to, like, saving them as long as I can. I'm getting low on ammunition, like I said, and, yeah, I just need to use them. Gallery key. We get a moment to breathe before we're dropped back into combat. So here we have a puzzle. The sacrifice of 6 lives shall make way the true path. This is easy. It's, I think it's just 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah. Whatever. I would prefer a more involved puzzle, but what you're gonna do, sometimes they're just easy in the Resident Evil games, and then sometimes they're really hard.
What a pleasant surprise. But I'm afraid it's Ashley we need. Not you, Mr. Kennedy.
If you don't need me, then get off my back, old man.
Did you say old man, Mr. Kennedy? It might come as a surprise, but I'm only 20 years old.
So you're just like all the others? A puppet of the parasites?
Surely you don't think I'm the same as those diminutive ganados. The parasites, las plagas, are slaves to my will. I have absolute control.
Well, I really don't give a damn. Rain or shine, you're going down.
Get rid of our American friend.
Oh, that's a lot. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Go to the right. Whew. And bottleneck. Oop. Not using a frag on one. I have to be careful that they're not going to flank me from up top. So hopefully they get to the door quickly. Oh, it's so satisfying. A quad. Okay, now it's gonna continue to get interesting. We have some really skittish crossbowmen up here. They do not like it when Leon approaches. Can't blame him. I'm sure his kicks hurt quite a bit. But what we can do as they're running is we can shoot these oil lamps and make it fall on their heads. If I'm fast enough. Oh, and the rocket launcher guys. Yeah, this part's intense, as you can see. It's kind of crazy. Whew. I love it. See, there's the oil lamps. I'll show you where the rocket launcher guys popped out from once I get a moment to breathe. Is that a double? No, it's just a single. See, they're running. Oh, and I'm not fast enough. Sounds like more rockets. Oh no, okay, never mind. That was more crossbow guys. That's no problem. The sound of these doors sliding and pulling more guys up is the same sound that the rocket launcher shutter makes. So that's what I thought that was. Oh, I was robbed with that one. That was not fair. Legos. Really, as you can see, it's just simpler to dodge the bolts and then kill these guys with the sniper rifle versus shooting the oil lamps. I just like trying to do the oil lamps because it's fun. That is the painting that flips out of the way and reveals the rocket launcher guys. So that's where their shots come from. So put a pillar, put this marble structure between you and them. Do whatever you can. It looks like a security system of some sort. Deactivate? Yeah, sure. Okay. Deactivating the security system raises a blue chest. Weird. We'll check that out in a moment. First, let's see what kind of goodies we can get in the area. This is a cool looking room, isn't it? And what an intense series of fights too. This is a tough chapter. Another really cool looking hallway. With a suspicious face. Ah, and another button. There's a switch. Press it. Time for a pro tip. When I go through this door, I'm going to be greeted with 2 more rocket launcher guys. And what you need to do there, or what your initial inkling, I'm sure, would be, would try to shoot them as quick as possible, make them fall over, and then get close and, you know, finish them off or whatever. But it's much, much easier to just simply walk backwards after you go through the door, and the door will shut, and the rockets won't hit you, and you'll be just fine. Allow me to demonstrate. There they are. Walk backwards. Close the door. Perfectly safe. Oh, the scythe guys, they're so dangerous. Yeah. Oh, good, he's dead. Whew. So they do have really low health. If you notice, both the rocket launcher guys, I got a head pop with each. So, you know, it's not completely unfair. Got the goat ornament. If you want to try to shoot them really quick before they shoot their rockets at you, you can do it. It's just way easier to walk backwards and just make it so you don't get hurt. So, from the treasure chest, we got the goat ornament, and it opened the door for us. And finally, a save point. After all that mayhem. Don't know if you've noticed before, if you played the regular definition versions of this game, like the classic versions, it's really hard to see, but the typewriters call it Amenhotep. I always thought that was cool. Oh, and by always thought that, I mean, when I discovered that when I played the, you know, texture cleanup of this game, and I noticed that, I'm like, oh, that's cool. That actually says something. Ooh, nice looking rug. Tell you what, he might be an evil little Napoleon guy, but Salazar's got some great taste in architecture. What a cool hallway with the crows. The crickets. Chirping. We are really, really high up in this castle. Look at that. I can't even see down. I'm afraid of heights, so let's stay near the wall. A lot of crows over here. I'm gonna get them with a flashbang. Oh, how about that? It's raining crows. There's still feathers coming down. Did you see that? Alright. So worth it. Oh yeah, that's a lot of money. So yeah, if you're in this area and you have a flashbang, use it. Take note. Take note of this area. It won't open. It's locked from the other side. With a little help from another person, I just might be able to get up in there. Or, yeah. And we were definitely going to be doing that because there is a very, very, very valuable item. Very, 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 very valuable item. The hedge maze. This is one of the highlights of the castle. It won't open. There's an indentation here. 2 moons make 1.
Mr. Kennedy. Still alive, I see. So, do you like my garden?
I see you've managed to work in a little of your twisted taste here, too.
Sagacious as I am, even I get lost here sometimes. Even if it takes your whole life, you'll never get out. Do you know that no one dies without a cause? You will satisfy the stomachs of my cute pets. Now, if you'll excuse me, I have to tie up a few loose ends, like chasing down a couple of rats.
2 rats?
2 rats.
If one's Lewis, who's the other? Huh. They're an intruder besides me?
There is. This intruder saved you from Mendes. From getting strangled to death way at the beginning of the game. No flavor text for this gate. Oh yeah. How many flamies do I got? Ooh. I got 4 flamies. That should be good. Because we're about to fight a monster that's very weak. To them. He's also weak to getting lit up by the red 9. Pa, pa, pa. Yes, the wolves are back. They're mad that I killed their buddies at the village. They want some blood. And I'm not going to give it to them. If I can help it. So there's a bunch of them in this cage. If you come around the side like that, it's hard for them to get out, and you can hit them with a flame grenade. So much better than having them bust out and having to fight 3 at the same time. So there's some good treasure in this area. Oh, awesome. Is that crazy or what? I was hoping that we were going to get to see that because I killed him so fast at the village we didn't get to. Yeah, the wolves, they got a plagueis going on. And it really, it's almost like a reference to the movie The Thing, John Carpenter's remake of The Thing. And it's awesome. Yellow herb. More valuable than most treasure, in my opinion. I always get excited when I find one of those. I don't want to take damage, but I also kind of want to get whipped by the wolf so you can see what the attack looks like, because it's really cool. Is that freaky or what? Their backs split open? That's sick. By the way, if you like horror movies and you haven't seen John Carpenter's The Thing, you owe it to yourself to see it. It's incredible. It all practical effects, and they look absolutely amazing. Okay, so I'm not going to go up here quite yet. I want to go under this bridge. Do some more exploring. Where's he at? Where's he at? Behind me? To the left? Yep. I gotta say, I love how quickly... I know this is gonna sound basic, but I love how quickly the menu loads in this game, because there isn't quick weapon swapping in this game, you know, like a modern video game. Whoa! Okay, hold that thought. Oh, that was cool! Here's a really good shot of that. Is that freaky or what? Its back bubbles up and then tentacles come out. Oh, so cool. You can cut this off, but it's cooler to kick it down. Anyway, I was saying, I love how quick the menu loads in this game. Since it doesn't have a quick weapon swap, it's nice that you can go into the menu, pick what gun you need, and then come back out. You know, not spend a lot of time. Especially if you have your case set up where you can, like, swap to the pistol really quick, or select the pistol really quick, or, you know, shotgun, or whatever you like using. Oh. There we go. All right, let's go up on the bridge. We need 2 moons, remember? Got the moonstone, right half. And up top here, it's going to help us see where we still need to go. So I need to go back in this direction, over this bridge, and then to that treasure chest, and also to that fountain. There we go. TMP, ammunition. Moonstone left. Oh, that was a weak hit. Oh! Oh! That's okay. They're all lined up. Time for an incendiary. Yeah, they're vicious, those dogs, and they just start biting Leon on the face. Words cannot express how terrified I was playing that whole section for the first time as a kid. It felt impossible, you know, how fast the dogs are. It's fun to go back, you know, knowing what to expect. And making it through relatively easily. Alright, more importantly, we're about to watch a really cool cutscene. As a matter of fact, I'm going to make my face disappear because this is one of my favorites in the whole game. Let's make those 2 moons into 1. The blue moonstone.
Put your hands where I can see them.
Sorry, but following a lady's lead just isn't my style.
Put them up now.
What a Chad Leon is.
Bit of advice, try using knives next time. Works better for close encounters.
Leon. Long time no see.
Ada. So it is true.
True? About what?
You, working with Wesker.
I see you've been doing your homework.
Why, Ada?
What's it to you?
Why are you here? Why'd you show up like this?
See you around.
Ada!
Leon gets to do his CQC snake impression. What a cool cutscene. And so, that brings us to the end of today's video. If you like what I'm doing here, give me a like and a subscribe. If you prefer alternate media, catch me on BitChute. I cross-post every video I make over there. I truly hope that you enjoy watching me play these games even half as much as I love playing them. Thank you so much for coming to Tyrock 1999. I will see you very soon.